It's nice to be here. Dear Board of Directors and members of Association ISA, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, thank you very much for the invitation and warm words. I'm very glad that I can be here with you today. It's a pleasure. I have had a lot to do with graduates from GmbH Aachen in my life. I worked with a lot of graduates, and I have always great experiences with these educated people from GmbH Aachen. And I have seen only good graduates. Very often I passed Aachen, but today is the very first time that I am so close to this city, and it's the very first time that I am seeing that kind of amount of people from GmbH Aachen. Therefore, it's a pleasure. Thank you. When I received the invitation to the Brain Gain Conference, I was wondering what these young people here would like to hear from such a person like me. What can I say here to help solve social problems? Oh, the telephone is here, great. It was a lot of stress. Thank you very much, guys. What should I say here so that international people can better solve the problems of their home countries? What exactly is brain gain, and what in the world who is a brain? What kind of people we are called brain for society and of society? Is a person who has studied automatically a brain? Does a country demand of brains that have left the country when we are considered to be a brain? Are doctors brains? Are engineers brains? Are such brains automatically good brains? Were the engineers and doctors who planned and carried out the Holocaust also brains? Wouldn't it be better if such brains didn't ever exist, or to even branch them out of our galaxy? What kind of brains conduct wars? Which brains build and plan such things? What kind of brains help people and develop countries in order to make the world a better place to live? After I have asked myself these all questions, it occurred to me the young people here and today would like to listen to my experiences, but later on, much more about visions. Visions which will help to make the world a better place. Therefore, I will take the liberty of experiencing my 4 visions. Visions that accompanied throughout my life and will continue accompany me in the rest of the way. Many of them are already realized, many of them still in implementation. The first vision of mine is freedom and education. Want to be a brain. My name is Goodarz Mahbobi, and I'm the product of world globalization. Why that? Because I was born and raised in Tehran. I studied in Vienna and United States. I worked in Austria, in United States, in Germany, in Switzerland, and Iran. As a young man, I was very simply minded. I only had 2 wishes. 2 wishes. I wanted to play football and I wanted to study. These wishes were the strength of my life. For many young people in the world, this is quite simple and obvious. For many parents in the world, it is a dream to have such an easy-minded young child. For me and my parents, it was very hard, which has been proven afterwards. When I was 13 or 14, the country of poets, poetry, philosophers, and scientists changed suddenly into a country full of war and destruction. At one time, I was not supposed to build a football soccer career and no study opportunity. Young men had to join the military in order to get an ID, which is the permit to play. An ID only has been issued once you came back from the front. If you came back at all. Playing football with one arm or with one leg probably is not very easy. Universities were closed, and first of all, must have been declared. What does it mean for a young person? This means new organization, new orientation. Use the strength and only believe that everything is going to be okay. It is possible to see something else and to do something else. Dreams came and will come true. Get your strength and go on. Go on and survive without killing someone. Try to save what your country still have and to believe in the good and not become an evil. At that time, I had no study, so I was not a brain. When I was not a brain, what led me? When I wasn't a brain, how could I decide the right things, and how did I not become evil? Was it my brain or was it my heart has led me and kept me from becoming evil? The second vision, life and structure, how to become a brain. Once I had managed to complete everything and then left the country, in one piece, things started happening. Now I was all about learning the language in Vienna and making an effort to get an approval of the university. It was even possible. Our credentials from the school were not recognized for a computer science degree applicant. That means to resume subject as mathematics, physics and chemistry from high school again. Along with it, money had to be earned, since no money was allowed to come out of the country. So I never felt bored. Becoming a brain was a new experience. At 24, I was finally allowed to study. 24. Normally young men and women finished with master's degrees and was finally able to start. It was great, but at the same time, a strange feeling. What do the people around me are thinking about it? Will I make it with my skills? Will I be good enough? The field of study in which I was registered for was fairly new. Professors came from the other disciplines, like physics and the other fields. They have also begun to understand and shape the new industry, working and earning money in order to live and study, to become a brain. What leads a person who is not a brain in that time? Is parenting? Is hurt? Vision 3, a better world, to be a brain. Finally done. Out of the universities from Vienna and Berkeley and into the real working environment. I started as a developer and programmer, progressed to program manager and department directors. Now I have founded my own company and one organization. Having the responsibility for 80 people who trust you and would like to work with you in your company, which you created. All have their bills to pay. All of these people have their obligations, family has worries. There are a lot of other companies. Why should these people want to come to you and work in your company? This is the most asked questions of myself. If you often ask yourself, what can I do to make the world a little bit better, you start with yourself. What does it really mean to be a brain as an entrepreneur? Profit optimization, earn more money and simultaneously watch how the people that they are working for you and they are around you getting sick? Does it mean competitive battle and win orders at any price? For me, to a brain is to create a working atmosphere that is humane. People should come in full power and energy, and they should be glad to be involved. They see their team's members and they overcome challenges together to grow and let grow. For me, to be a brain is to recognize the problems of our society and to begin to solve them, and to develop concepts in order to anticipate future problems and eliminate them. Not only for my home country, but right where its support is needed. If it's happened, to be in home country is even better. We live in an age of IT. In our world, where IT is no longer something exotic, like in the 90s, but everywhere. Today's children are dealing better with IT as most of their parents and grandparents. That was a sign for me. When I see how the kids set up the phones for their grandparents and allow them to go online, this is definitely a sign. As an IT expert, I do not only know the benefits of IT, but I know the risks of IT. As my children were protected, I am worried and try to do my homeworks. But what about the other people, other parents? Parents who have not such as experience in IT and knowledge of it. How can they protect their children? That's an excellent example for a serious social problem that occurs everywhere. Do I have to think I come from the country X and I have to solve this problem in this country? Or should I start here in front of the door? I truly believe that the second option is the better option. So I'm starting to solve and see how can I come far, and then when it's in my country is even better. Thank you very much. Firstly, we were looking for an organization which was already trying to solve the problem. We talked to psychologists and tried to inform ourselves right where the problem begins. In the pocket of our children. All our children carry the internet in their pockets. They are almost more than 5 hours a day online. A sexual offender, let me bring you this example. A sexual offender needs less than 60 seconds to get in contact with a child online. 60 seconds. We have developed an app which informs children and parents at the same time. It provides information to how to deal with the problem. First here in Germany, and afterwards in the other countries with other languages. Hereby, I help people in my chosen country, at the same time people in my home country. For me to be a brain is not possible without a heart. Personally, I am guided by my heart. Vision number 4. Motivate and support people to be a brain. Every person can make the world a better place to live. However, we manage more when we are more. Therefore, we need like-minded people. People who also want to help and solve the social problems. How to reach these people and how to motivate them. The best thing is to start in front of your own door, taking into the consideration their own interests and experiences. Thereby ask yourself the following question: how can I help the society? How could I contribute? The next step is to find clubs, associations, or organizations where you will find people with the same mission. Now, I will tell you how I started to motivate people and how I gave them a foundation in order to be a brain. All this by the means of my company. Example 1, supporting sports. As I told you at the very beginning, playing football was my youth, was very important to me. Therefore, it is a big concern to me to offer young people the opportunity to realize themselves in sport. That is why my company and myself are supporting the youth work of the football and handball in Cologne. The example number 2 is supporting community organizations, Bürgerstiftung Rhein-Viertel. The headquarters of Axxessio, as we heard, is located in Bonn, Bad Godesberg, where the Bürgerstiftung Rhein-Viertel is at home. How can I support a foundation that is committed to money paid and social charities tasks in the community? According to the motto "Help so that help can be given," Axxessio developed a software for free. We called it Access to Trust. The software supports and simplifies the daily work of the volunteers coordinator of Bürgerstiftung Rhein-Viertel, which that said, the foundation now has more time to concentrate on essential tasks, helping people. With these projects, I combine the 3 pillars of supporting: financially, knowledge and know-how, and energy. As you can see, I try in different ways to enable people to be a brain. Moreover, I try to motivate people who are already a brain to use their skills efficiently for a better society. In doing so, here's my appeal to you. Help yourself first and get independent. Be a brain with heart, because not every educated brain is automatically a good brain. Then think about how you can help the society in which you live in, and try to combine it with your supporting to your home country. The analysis and detections of the problem is 90% of the solution. 10% only is the implementation. Thank you very much.